After 20 years in the Army, I retired to a quiet life on my ranch in Willow Hollow. The 150-acre plot I bought came with rolling pastures, a few outbuildings, and the crown jewel, a spring-fed lake right at the southern edge of my property. It was calm, deep, and perfectly shaded by cottonwoods. Just the kind of place a man dreams of stringing up a hammock and doing absolutely nothing. So when the weather warmed up last May, that's exactly what I did. I cleared some brush, hung a sturdy hammock between two trees on the northern shore, and spent most evenings swaying gently with my dog, Scout, dozing under me. Sometimes I'd sip a beer. Sometimes I'd fish. Always peaceful. That is, until the HOA showed up. See, on the far end of the lake, beyond a chain-link fence and a clear boundary line, a planned community had popped up over the years. Whisper Creek Estates, they called it. Vinyl-sided homes, zero-lot lines, and a board of HOA officers who apparently believed they had more authority than the U.S. government. They'd always been annoying, but tolerable. Then came Karen Forrester, newly elected HOA president, recently retired from some HR department, and armed with more clipboards than common sense. On a Wednesday afternoon, while I was napping in my hammock with Scout curled up beside me, I heard the crunch of footsteps and the jingle of keys. I opened my eyes to find Karen, with her HOA badge clipped to a lanyard and a folder in hand, standing 10 feet from me. "You can't be here," she said, like she was talking to an employee who'd violated casual Friday dress code. I sat up slowly. "This is my land." She shook her head. "Actually, this side of the lake is shared community space. It's designated Greenbelt for Whisper Creek residents. No private structures allowed." I pointed to the faded boundary marker. "My lot ends 20 yards behind you. This is private land. You're trespassing." She scoffed, pulled out her phone, and made a call. 5 minutes later, 2 squad cars rolled down my gravel driveway. The officers stepped out, looked around, and immediately relaxed when they saw me. One of them, Deputy Morales, had been to my 4th of July barbecue the year before. "Afternoon, Hank. Got a call about an illegal setup." Karen jumped in. "This man has a hammock on HOA property and refused to take it down. He's disturbing the peace." Morales raised an eyebrow. "Ma'am, I'm looking at a hammock tied between 2 trees on private property. His property." Karen turned red. "That's debatable." "No, ma'am," Morales said calmly. "It's not. We've got the county GIS maps. This whole side of the lake belongs to Mr. Weston." I thought that would be the end of it. It wasn't. 2 days later, I got a cease and desist letter from the HOA's lawyer demanding I remove all unapproved installations from the Whisper Creek Greenbelt. The letter included a fine schedule, $100 per day starting the following week. That's when I stopped being patient. I pulled out the deed. Not only did I own the land up to the lake, I owned the entire lake. The original parcel deed, from 1954, clearly stated the lake as a single-owner water feature. And the best part? HOA residents had been trespassing on it for years. Canoes, paddleboards, even a makeshift dock built last summer. I called my attorney, explained the situation, and we filed suit the next morning. Trespassing, nuisance, harassment, and I wasn't shy. I named the HOA and Karen Forrester personally. The lawsuit hit like a lightning bolt. Turns out, not only had the HOA never bothered to check the true lake ownership, they'd been advertising lake access as a perk in their marketing brochures for a lake they didn't own. The case didn't even make it to trial. Faced with evidence, aerial maps, and Karen's recorded call to the sheriff, the HOA settled. Quietly, they paid damages, removed the dock, and issued a formal letter of apology. Karen resigned. The lake is now ringed with new, very visible signs. Private lake, no trespassing, owned by H. Weston. I even had a plaque made for the 2 trees holding my hammock. Property rights hung here daily. Now I swing in peace, Scout at my feet, watching Whisper Creek residents walk by outside the fence. Heads down, no paddleboards in sight.